Welcome back, everybody, to the next episode of our Pokemon Infinite Fusion Randomized Nuzlocke. As a reminder, this is not a hardcore Nuzlocke, so there are a few other rules that we are bypassing for this one, but this is going to be a great run nonetheless. In the previous episode, we actually managed to get a full team of 6 in the very first episode, which is very, very rare. We also had some issues with the randomized mart, which we did fix. We kind of got it sorted. It's not optimal, but we got there. What I would like to do, not heal up my Pokemon. What I'd like to do is take you through, because I did in between episodes get everybody up to level 10. Now, Jokester was already at level 11, so we left him alone. But everybody else we did level up here just to get them ready for what will be the opening battle of this episode, the rival fight. So let's see what we've got here. Obviously, Dennis sitting here with the healer ability, which is really good. Did learn Karate Chop and Refresh, also has Double Edge and Pound. Definitely not bad. Now that we have fighting on here, we've got an extra stab move. We, of course, are stab normal as well. One thing I wanted to look at, our HP, look at that. Chansey's HP is epic. We, of course, have our starter Pokemon, Jozilla, here with the Drought ability. Nice neutral nature. Tackle, Absorb, Razor Leaf, and Withdrawal. Nothing too crazy yet, of course, but I hope we can learn some really strong moves later on. Jokester with Cute Charm, which does absolutely nothing because all Pokemon are fusions and have no gender. So there you go. But is actually really, really solid. A nice little specially defensive Mon in particular. Disarming Voice, Helping Hand, Tackle, and Ember. So we do have the double stab here between Fairy and Fire. This was our gift Pokemon, Arav. I hope I'm saying that correctly, with Iron Barbs, which is actually huge. Definitely a pretty bulky defensive Mon. And then, of course, does have some solid attack as well with Thundershock, Rollout, Bide, and Thunder Wave. Not the best for us in general, but it is actually a really cool Mon, so I'm happy to have it. And then this is the last one that we caught. This is Curry with the Mummy ability, which isn't great, but it does have an up in special attack nature, which is awesome for this. Doesn't have a great moveset right now with Astonish, Protect, Disable, and Haze. And then finally, Kamui with Sand Veil, nice and neutral nature as well, with Ember, Absorb, Sand Attack, and Astonish. Now, we have got a great team here, but can our great team defeat our rival is the question. So what I'm actually going to do is throw Curry out front here because we do want to get a couple levels here on Curry. So that way we can hopefully learn an extra move or two along the way. Now, again, I mentioned this is not a hardcore Nuzlocke. What that means for us is a couple things. Mainly, we don't have a level cap. So we don't have to really worry about all that as we go through this. We can kind of just level up at our will and be fine. Oh, okay. Well, we got a battle here before we do anything else. So let's hop into it, guys. I am really excited for this run, everybody. I don't know exactly how often I'm going to post yet. I'm kind of in the pre-recording phase at the moment to give myself a little bit of extra cushion because I would love to do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but that is a tall order with everything else I've got going on, and I don't want to overcommit myself and then get burnt out. So we're going to see what we can do, but for now, we're tentatively kind of running with that, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we need to... It has Scrappy, wow. We need to swap out here. Who do we swap into? Let's go Jozilla. Jozilla is so good, man. So good. Actually, Dennis would have been great here, but that's okay. We will be fine. Whoops. Let's actually absorb, see how much this does. I kind of just want to get my my health back up. Also, apologies if I sound a little bit stuffy. My daughter has been sick over the last couple days. Thankfully, it's nothing too bad, just a little bit of a cold, but I think it's kind of going around the family a little bit, and so I've got just a small little cold going on as well. Let's see what's over here. An ability ball. Okay, well, we have some of those already. What? I didn't know these were... That's really good. I'm sorry. Hold on. Boost the speed. That's really good. I'm gonna give it to Dennis. We have two. I don't know that we need to give it. Well, actually, because we're only gonna be using Astonish on Curry, why not? Seems fair. All right, let's head this way. Here we go, guys. Let's do it. Actually, too, there is one encounter that I think we might actually be able to get. I noticed this in training. I intentionally avoided the patch after I went into it, and we'll talk about that in a second. But look at this, an Onyx and a Voltorb. Am I worried about this thing? I don't think so, right? It should just be kind of bulky, but honestly, even that, it doesn't seem that bad, so we should be fine. This is interesting. A little on-orb. I love that. The goal today, guys, by the way, is to get through Viridian Forest. That is really the only goal. If we can make it through, I think we'll be all right. We should be in really good shape to face Brock then in the follow-up episode, which I certainly hope to do. I'll still astonish. I don't think this thing is going to have much for us. That did not do very much, though. So let's go Jozilla. I think we'll be all right. Oradine is a really cool Pokemon, though, actually. Ah, beautiful. All right, let's Razor Leaf. Should be an easy knockout. Boom, did it. We're amazing. Guys, that's Rival Fight down. That was easy. Easy peasy. Let's go. All right. One thing we haven't talked about, well, we did talk about, but we haven't done, is actually look at refusing some of our Pokemon, which I think is going to be an option, but I don't want to do that quite yet. I think it will be a fun thing to do at some point when we're maybe optimizing our team a little bit, but at the moment, I feel like pretty strongly that we've got a reasonable team, and I kind of just want to pick up options as we go along here at the moment. So I'm not really worried about fusing and refusing at the moment. However, I think that is something obviously we can look at in the near future. Very quickly, let's run in here. Let's see, how many ability balls do we have? We have 14. We'll leave it at that. I think we'll be okay. These are very low catch rate Pokeballs, so we'll see if this actually works out. Okay, so here is what I'm talking about. So that's Route 2, right? If we go down one, we're in Viridian City. Wait, Viridian City. So this is actually a new encounter. We have not had, I know we had a static encounter, but I'm not counting statics. So this is a new encounter for us. So we're gonna run and see what we can get. I mean, why not, right? Again, I intentionally avoided this patch when I was doing, because I happened to notice going into it while I was training, and I was like, that. Can we actually find them on? Are there even Pokemon in this section of the game? Maybe there aren't. Okay, maybe there's just no encounters. That's interesting. I definitely thought there might be, but that's okay. All right. Well, guys, it's time. We got Viridian Forest right here. I am looking around for items because they are randomized, and so I want to take advantage of that. Hopefully pick up some really good ones as we go through, but of course we have already gotten our encounter here. Whoa. What just happened? What was that? All right, we're good. Sorry, my whole setup just like completely blanked for some reason. All right, let's Astonish. That was really weird. Nightshade. Okay, that's cool. What is this? Obviously Parasect. I'm not quite sure what the other Pokemon was, but that's okay. All right, level 12. I like it. Another ability ball. We seem to be getting tons of those. 3 Razor Claws. Okay. I'm glad there was actually an item there. I didn't know that. I just kind of randomly clicked and I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. What? Sure. There's no reason for me to have to fight this, but I figure, again, no level cap, guys. We can kind of take our time and enjoy the game a little bit more without having the hardcore rules in place. So I'm kind of for it. Get a little bit of extra training in. We don't have to do too much, of course. A Sunkern and a Parasect. Ugh. I'm actually not going to fight that just because Effect Spore is probably a thing. We can also pick up the mushrooms and stuff like that around here. I'm not overly concerned about doing that, but that is something we can do. All right, there's another item. Let's grab you. So we'll probably see quite a few Pokemon as we get through this, but that's okay. I do not have repels at the moment. A Flame Mail. That's our second flame mail. I think I'm fairly certain the items mapped are like 1-to-1 mapping. So every potion, as an example, if we find a potion in the game, will be the same randomized item that we find everywhere else. And so basically, essentially, like if a potion is randomized to a flame mail, in this case, that will only ever be what we get if there was a potion in that spot originally. So that's fine. I mean, that's not the end of the world, but I kind of want to get one more level on Curry and see if we get a move, and then we'll switch out Nightshade. I mean, that's fine. It's better than Haze, I suppose. We are playing on set mode, by the way. That was the one thing, as far as hardcore Nuzlocke rules, that technically we don't have to do, but I kind of like the added challenge. I'm used to set mode at this point, so I think we're gonna stick with that. I did check that in between episodes because I was like, oh, we technically don't have to do that, but I don't know. It kind of adds that little added boost of effort that we have to make. It makes decisions a little trickier, right? So I think it's worth it. Whoops. Let's Ember. We'll get through this. Not worried about it. Thankfully, this thing really doesn't have much for us, so this is an easy knockout. Now, the only other thing we really don't have is healing. So I am going to invoke a stipulation. This actually didn't come up at all, but I think it's worth noting now because I did get a Pokemon poisoned while training, and though it didn't die getting to the Pokemon Center, it is worth noting I don't think I am gonna... I'm going back and forth. I don't want to lose a Pokemon to poison when we literally can't get antidotes, right? Like, it's kind of something that can't happen because of the way we randomize the mart. And so I don't want to lose to that because it just feels kind of silly and like a little gimmicky to do it. But at the same time, ooh, that is good money. But at the same time, that is part of the game. I've gone back and forth on that. I feel like until we get antidotes, though, it's a little, or at least a berry of some kind to be able to cure poison. It feels like kind of a cheeky way to lose. Now, I feel like if we do have potions or something like that, we kind of have to go for it because we can heal them up and then make our way through. Look at this Charloon. Technically, this is like the worst Pokemon to have out for this, so... what isn't the worst Pokemon to have out? What's your moveset here, bud? I mean, it might just be this. I don't know if it's flying or ghost type, so I don't know that Dennis, as an example, is like a really good answer here. Okay, so it's probably flying type, but that's fine. We'll just trade astonishes. We'll both be extraordinarily astonished and make it through. I love it. We'll also see, I don't... Look at Porygon! Look at him! Oh my gosh, I love him so much. All right, this is a Dennis if I've ever seen one. Look at him! Oh my gosh, I love him. If we get a Porygon Z, you best believe we're fusing that with something awesome. And it will be amazing. But that's an easy knockout for us. Quad effective, I am sure. And that's a level on Dennis too, I like it. Very, very good. What a silly mon that was. All right. Again, I'm just checking for items mostly because I don't know where anything is in this game. This is a learning experience for everybody who hasn't played this game. And so we're just taking our time, guys, hanging out. Poison mushroom, sure. These like mushrooms just keep growing back. I think you can basically get like a lot of money. I don't know how much they sell for though. That's the only trick. All right, we're actually almost to the exit. We could potentially take on Brock today. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to jump to it, but I certainly want to, you know, continue making progress as we can. Ugh, can't get that egg yet. All right. I think this is the last battle. I think. I'm not sure about that, but I'm fairly certain. Jozilla is so freaking cool, man. I'm also really happy with the thumbnails for this. I did land on one, which I think will work for all of them. And so I'm kind of curious to see what you guys think of the first episode thumbnail. Obviously, like I said, I'm pre-recording quite a bit here. So is this thing just going to have sketch? I'm gonna see. As protect. Well, it's got yawn masks, so I guess that's not. I'm just gonna razor leaf. So anyway, I am very happy with it. I do think it maybe isn't the best thumbnail in the world, but I think it's kind of cool and like conceptually I like it. And so I'm trying to put a little bit more thought and effort into like the thumbnails, but also the layouts, things like that. I just feel like that's an area where, because I am trying to record a little bit ahead, you know, I have some time to do that. And so I want to make sure that I'm putting in the effort, and you guys are seeing improvement as we go along. But guys, we have made it to Pewter City already. That's incredible. What we'll do is we'll explore the city just a bit. And I think that's worth it because, again, I don't know where everything is. And obviously this is a fan-made game. And so there are, we can wonder trade, can't we? Okay. All right. No. All right. I am curious. Oh, this is the move reminder. Ooh, that's actually kind of cool. I'm curious. Can you learn a new move? You can learn confusion. I think this might, is this worth it? Because it's probably going to learn confusion very shortly. I'm gonna, no, I'm gonna do it. Having a stab psychic move is really solid. I think that's probably worthwhile. Okay, so we have to have the gym badge first. Nope, don't need to do that. Who are you? Oh. Oh, that's cool. Man, I am learning so much as I'm going through this. All right, cool. This is just, again, an area where I have played the game, so I know a little bit about this, but this is a bit of a learning experience, and I think they have changed a few things, so it's really fun to be able to go through this, guys. This is such a blast. I love playing games like this, by the way. If you've never played like a ROM hack or a fan-made game, I highly, highly encourage you to check one out. And Infinite Fusion's a very solid one to play, and I think just a fun one. So I definitely encourage you to do so. It's a blast. Okay. Sure. Colored flowers. Okay, cool. So there are side quests in here. I did know that. And that's kind of cool. So just the ability balls. I'm wondering if it's because, let's see what you have. Heal powder and splash plate. Okay. Okay. I also should be able to buy an antidote. That'd be great. So the hotel, I think this is where you kind of do like, no, I don't need a room. I think this is where you get a lot of your like side quest stuff, which is kind of cool. I apologize, by the way, this is a lot of just talking to people, but I think it's worth it. Hello, you must be new here. In many cities, you'll find hotels just like this one. So I think this is where there's the journal. All right, cool. That's the quest journal. So this is where if you help a certain number of people, like it's showing here, all you have to do is complete their quest and you get little rewards, things like that. I have no clue what those rewards are, to be honest. This leaves. I'm just gonna check these last couple houses, and then I guess technically speaking, like we could just go to the gym. This might be gym episode, which is kind of crazy. Feels a little crazy to me. All right, nothing there. Music is so good. All right. Is there anything worthwhile here? I know this is the, whoa, oh, that's the gym. All right, we'll go to the museum and then we'll head to the gym, guys. Let's do it. Really puts it into perspective, doesn't it? Totally does, by the way. All right, let's head over here. Oh, this is, oh, cool. Okay. Oh, it's metronome. Ooh, do we teach that to Dennis? I think we might. In place of double edge. I hate double edge. It's any like recoil move I'm super not with. That's actually kind of cool. I love that. All right, let's head over here really quickly. And then guys, I think it's just gym time. I mean, I'm trying to think what else we can do, and I don't think there's much of anything. There is the quest, obviously, that we could do, but I think we want to do the gym. I do not want to do that. All right, cool. All right, let's do it. I think it's gym time. Ooh, this is a little scary. All right, let's go, guys. The gyms, by the way, are randomized. All the Pokemon are randomized. I think, though, they follow a type. We will see as we get through here. Mischievous and Sneasel. That is a really cool Pokemon. And it has Psywave. Okay. So what, Ghost Dark or Ghost Ice? We'll double check on that and we'll see if there is a common typing. Ghost Dark and Ice. Okay. So those are kind of the three options, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what this trainer has. We're the thing, I think all the gyms are type themed. They tend to mix those up. Bisharp and Sneasel. So it's Dark or Ice. For sure. So fighting type is like the way to go. And we have Dennis. We have a Dennis. Okay, so it's Ice. It's gotta be Ice. So fire type also is great. Yeah, this is super solid. I feel a lot better about this actually. Ice type is one of the worst typings, like defensively speaking. So this is very, very good for us. And not only that, we just have some really strong mons. I don't even think we're gonna heal up. We're just going, man. Let's fight him. Let's go. We got this. Gym challenge number 1. Oh, we do only get to use 2 Pokemon. I forgot about that. Okay. Let's definitely use Dennis. We're under leveled, so I'm a little worried about this, but let's just see. Let's just see, guys. We got this. Not even worried. This is totally a wash. All right. Let's see. This is actually a little nerve-wracking. Look at that. Oh my god, that's so cool. All right, let's Karate Chop. Oh, Peck is super effective. Dennis, you monster, you. That's a level. No. We actually might get another level here. Yeah, look at that. Low sweep? Sure. So Karate Chop is 50. This is... I mean, I'm just gonna get rid of Refresh, I think. I feel like that's fine. What? Is that... So is the Lapras and Marowak? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, we're locked in. Forgot. That's fine. Not really worried about it. Ooh. Okay, yeah, we're good. Shouldn't be a problem. Oh, that did a lot. That was a crit. All right. But we did it, guys. Dennis rocking it out, man. Look at that. I'm glad we were able to figure out the typing. That's obviously going to be key. So as we continue on, we do need to make sure we keep an eye out for those kinds of things as we're fighting through these gyms. But guys, that's gym badge number 1 done in episode number 2. That is incredible. Get that randomized TM as well. And we got a Wonder Trade ticket, which we should be able to use. Awesome. Although I don't know that we want to yet. I don't know that there's a Pokemon I want to lose. I really like our team. I feel pretty good about our team. I think, guys, this is it. We did a lot more than anticipated in this episode. We got through Viridian Forest. We beat our rival first. Then we made it through Viridian Forest. Then we got to Peter City and defeated Brock. No problem with 1 Pokemon. I feel so much better about this run now. Dennis is a monster. Guys, this is great. This is such a good start. In the next episode, of course, we will be continuing on our adventure heading towards Mount Moon and, of course, Cerulean City. Now, I do want to take a peek at these quests, actually, and I'm wondering maybe we can do that really quick together. Just to see, quest journal. Let's look at this. Ongoing. An old man wants you to bring differently colored flowers for the city's garden. I'm curious I think we just do that in Viridian Forest. Maybe we'll take a peek at that in between episodes, and maybe we can kick off the episode trying to knock off a quest and just see what happens. Regardless though, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, I don't know, like I said, the exact schedule yet. I will keep you posted. I'm hoping for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but definitely look in the description below. It will be there when it's time to actually release the series. So definitely keep an eye out for that. But guys, thank you so much. I love you all. Hope you're enjoying the series. I'll see you again very soon.